We will build a new ribbon control in this demo, and in fact also a menu item for the Site Actions menu. Let's start off with our ribbon. Here we have an Elements XML file that we created in Visual Studio, and it has a custom action that is at the root of our server ribbon control. We provide an ID and a registration type of list, so this control will appear for lists, and its registration ID is 101, which indicates document libraries and lists. And we also have a location that says this appears on the command UI.ribbon. We then get into our command UI extension and definition section, and we specify the location of this command, so that's the actual control. And we'll say it's in the ribbon.documents.new.controls_children group. We'll see what that means when we look at the UI, but it literally says to put this where the new, upload and new folder buttons are. We include some metadata such as its ID and its alt text and its sequence and its image, but down near the bottom we have the definition of the commands that it needs to run. And in our case we are opening up a training page from Microsoft.com, and the command is linked up by the commands element in a command UI definition section called show help, so those two link to each other. So let's see how this appears. We have deployed and refreshed our page after deployment of the Elements XML file. And when I go to a Documents library, in this case Shared Documents, on the Documents tab we can see our new button, and it has the Help icon, an Alt Help, and a tooltip of help. When I click that, it runs my JavaScript command, which performs a window.open to this specific URL. This is a very useful piece of training, by the way, about how information workers can work with documents. So that's very appropriate, and that's all there was to building that ribbon control. Let's navigate back up to our intranet, and we'll have a look at some additional features, such as building a Site Actions menu command. So this is really simple. We have a custom action, and we provide an ID and a group ID called Site Actions. We specify its location to be on the standard menu, which is indeed the Site Actions menu, and we can provide a sequence, so we can specify where it appears in the menu. And in our case we provide an arbitrarily high value of 1970, and we have a URL, and that's simply all that button does. When we click that button we visit the URL, and the URL was pointing to the solutions gallery. Normally you would go through the site settings page to get to the solution gallery, so we have provided a way of modifying the Site Actions menu so you can go there directly, and that's really all there is to it. So there was our URL pointing to the solutions gallery page.